Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This episode, I actually launched my Duna lander, and I already put it in orbit, so that way you didn't have to listen to the orbit sound effects. And I went ahead and set up a maneuver node until I advanced our mission time so that we could get into a better encounter. So let's go ahead and get ourselves down to 6 minutes and about 40 seconds. And that'll give us our burn time. The rover's been sitting on the planet for a little over 200 days probably now. And it's just waiting on James T. Kerman. Yes, folks, James T. Kerman. He volunteered to go on this expedition to boldly go where no Kerbal's gone before. He's going to set off from Kerbin and prepare himself for a very long voyage. That little bit of debris right there is just what's left over of the rocket that he used to get himself into an orbit. Because I forgot to put on reverse thrust rockets to get him. Ooh. There's a Minmus viewing right there. Right underneath where it just went by. That's pretty nice. Okay. So 15 minutes, huh? So we can just speed ourselves up just a little more. Okay. We are very close to our approach. I'm going to go ahead and put myself on the node. And just for fun, I'm going to level myself out. And set and go. Hopefully that gave me enough time. This is launched shortly after my rover mission. I don't know why I decided to do this. But I'm at least going to get it set up for its maiden flight. And hopefully get us into our Duna encounter. Now yes, our periapsis is probably shrinking like crazy again. Scroll in. But our periapsis should start climbing as soon as we cross its threshold. Of course, it keeps shrinking as we increase throttle. Oh, hopefully we don't just keep undershooting it. Okay, now we're starting to catch it. That's what I wanted to see. And yes, I reverted my previous, or I started a different quick save file, so that way I can come right back to this spot again. So, let's just keep burning. Burning, burning, burning. Almost 20 kilometers away from us is our debris. And yes, it says tug plus lander. Anything look familiar? Oh yeah. Tug and lander. Looks almost identical to the tug we already had. So, as you can see, I actually added a few lights to the lander, right below the legs. Shouldn't give us too much of a weight issue. Let's see what James T. Kerman sees. Oh, he doesn't see much of anything. He'll recognize our lander pod from before. Oops. Let's get ourselves right on target. We're barely even pulling a G. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong button. So far, so good. Let's go, go, go. Go, go, go. Ah, there we go. It's starting to climb, which means our periapsis is climbing. Go, nuclear engines, go. Only 700 and a little over 780 meters per second to gain. Uh-oh. Crap, crap, crap. Oh, no, 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 that's bad. That's the second time I've done that. Okay, so once we get into space... Actually, we could probably do that now. So, while I'm flying... Let's click in and in. In. Basically all I'm doing is I'm transferring fuel from my tug into my lander, because I forgot to shut off the crossfeed before takeoff. Oops. And since I've got time to do that, I figured I'd do it. Click, click. In and in. So yeah, it's going to drain quite a bit of fuel out of here, but in the long run, I need lander fuel. Because this has actually got to come all the way home. In. Okay, and just to make sure I'm not taking anything. Okay, good. And we're back in the money. Where are we looking? Pretty good. So, We've currently got a little over 560 meters per second yet to go. And then we will be in our direct path to Duna with our lander. Yep, that is correct. Duna. We are going to land on Duna. But not only land, we are going to orbit and return home. Just have to keep on our course here. So hopefully by the time this is done, I will have enough to go off of. And I'm really hoping the music's not overly loud, because if it is, what I'll do is I'll just use Odyssey, I think that's what it's called, and I will just re-record all the video, or all the audio for the video. Okay. Burn. Burn. If I can see Moon, I might be able to see Minmus as well. Let's see. Nope. But I can see Mun. He's right there. Minmus is... This might actually be right there. Minmus is right back. Minmus is back there. Right. I just have to keep checking to make sure we're not... Okay, we're not pulling. Let's throw some lights on our gigantic lander. And line ourselves back up. Which fuel have we used? We've used over half of our main tank. But that's fine, because we have something waiting at Duna for us to refuel at. Hopefully this works and we can get ourselves a better encounter. I need more power. More power would definitely help. That's just spinning like crazy. Nothing happening there. Vertical speed is pegged. It's got a picture of home. There's little blue tanks of gelatinous food. And all his little gizmos. Not the most exciting thing to watch. An orbit transfer. Hopefully, 12 million meters and climbing. Oh, that's 46 million meters out. But we've got quite a lot of fuel. Got a full tank of monopropellant on both ships. Oops, a Mun encounter. I doubt we'll get a Minmus encounter though. I think we're gonna... We had a quick little encounter. Hopefully. Let's see, where are we at here? Ooh, I better start paying attention. Okay. So, let's get ourselves... Let's try and get ourselves out there. Now I could just as easily turn on mech jab and it'd probably line me right up perfectly. But I like doing it my way. It may not be perfect, but it does get the job done. And we should be getting... Okay, there we are. That's us. In 87 days, we will go all the way around and catch up to Duna on this side at almost 180 degrees out. So, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Rate, favorite, subscribe, leave comments below, and as always, have fun.